let's talk about the stages really quick, because there are 6 stages this year, and there still is the silent disco lineup and the grand Arctique lineup. They did get rid of Jubilee this year, which I thought was interesting. So you do have kind of a wide range of artists to choose from. Ranch Arena are going to be your main kind of headliner type artists. This is kind of where there's a lot of live aspects to these artists, so that is why there are gaps between them. Same thing with Sherwood Court. There's a lot of range between what type of artists are at Sherwood Court as well, but there's also a big live component to this as well. So that is why there are so many gaps between those sets too. And they could also just be bringing like extra things in terms of setup and stuff like that as well. Like, you know, Slander, they might bring like the big eye. I don't know. I have no insider knowledge, but that's just what I'm thinking. And then Tripoli usually has the takeovers. So for example, Tripoli does have Lewis the Child Playground takeover. And then on Friday, they have a Bass Rush takeover. And then the rest of it's like all house music at Tripoli for the rest of the weekend. Carousel Club, it looks like they have a lot of different live aspects this year. And I think there's also going to be a new design this year for Carousel Club, so I'm very intrigued by that. My personal favorite stage compared to all the others is the Observatory. This place is just magical because of the setup, and it's in the middle of the forest, so you're surrounded by the trees, and just at nighttime with all the lasers and the lights, it's amazing. So that is one of my favorite stages, probably out of all of them. I love Carousel Club as well, but it always gets really hot there, but I'm curious to see what they do this year. We have the Honeycomb Stage, which was brand new in 2019. This is like a 360 all-around view. A lot of the Electric Forest staples will be at this stage. 2 more stages. There is the Grand Arctique Stage. The lineup isn't out for that yet, but this is also going to be smaller artists or even surprises. Typically that is in the forest. I think I have a video that I'll put up if I have it. And then there is the silent disco, which I've actually never done the silent disco, so I could be down for that. That is also within the forest. It's super cool, all around you kind of thing. They usually have like an art installation kind of with it, if I remember correctly. So there are those 2 stages as well. Arena and Tripoli are very close to each other. Give it like maybe a 5 to 7 minute walk, if that. And so that I can factor that in. So with the walking times, I talked about this in my maps video. Tripoli and Ranch Arena are super close. If you're going from Tripoli to maybe anything in the forest, maybe a 10-ish minute walk. These estimates are all based on my memory, so if it turns out to be a lot longer, forgive me. Maybe add some extra padding just in case. Give yourself that extra time. But if you are going from Ranch Arena to somewhere in the forest, might be a little bit shorter of a walk. Ranch Arena to Sherwood Court could be like 10 to 15, depending on how fast you walk and how many people there are. Tripoli to anything outside of that forest, you know, Sherwood Court, Hanger, that could be anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how many people and walking and all of that. So just keep all of that in mind. If you had people that you wanted to see and you have to go from like Tripoli to Sherwood Court, just make sure that you give yourself enough time for that. So I think that's why it's kind of nice with Ranch Arena and Sherwood Court, why there are breaks, because then you could go to Tripoli, or you could go somewhere else in the meantime and then go to whatever set you're going to.